Welcome to Digital Beats, where we bring the pulse of digital transformation to you. Today, we discuss how digital transformation is helping the United Nations World Food Program achieve their goal of eradicating world hunger. So as we speak, the United Nations World Food Program's Live Hunger Map aggregates 957 million people across 93 countries who do not have enough to eat. The Global Humanitarian Outlook projects 239 million people in need of life-saving humanitarian action and protection this year. So joining me today is Senior Director for Strategic Partnerships at the World Food Program, Stanlake Samkange. Mr. Samkange has held this position since 2018. Prior to that, he was director of the Policy and Program Division from 2013 to 2017. Before that, he was the regional director of East and Central Africa for 2 years. From 2008 to 2010, Mr. Samkange was the World Food Program representative and country director in Uganda. Suffice to say, Mr. Samkange has considerable experience tackling the challenges of hunger around the world. Mr. Samkange also holds degrees from Harvard, Oxford, as well as a law degree from Stanford University. Hello, Mr. Samkange. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Very nice to be with you.
Joining me today is General Manager of Data Intelligence at Alibaba Cloud Intelligence, Mr. Zeng, Zhenyu. Mr. Zeng graduated from Zhejiang University with a master's degree in computer science. After joining Alibaba Cloud Big Data, he oversaw the R&D of the Big Data Development Platform, laying a solid foundation for the Alibaba Group. As the General Manager of Data Intelligence, he leads the R&D of data intelligence products, helping industries of all types go through digital transformation. He also created industrial solutions for various sectors, including public service and manufacturing. Hello, Mr. Zeng Zhenyu. How are you?
Hello. Hello.
I'd like to jump right in, if I may. You know, Alibaba Cloud partnered with the World Food Program to develop a World Hunger Map, a digital tool that monitors food security in more than 90 countries and issues predictions for places where data is limited. And so the question I have for you is, why did the World Food Program feel it was important to make a World Hunger Map?
Well, thank you. And as you mentioned in your introduction, our focus is on helping countries to eliminate global hunger. That's what our mission and our mandate is all about. And that includes emergency situations, but it also includes longer term, more protracted situations. And to do that, information is really critical, and that's the key. You need to know where people are, you need to know what conditions they're facing, and that will help you understand which are the best, most effective, and most cost-effective ways of responding. Hunger is a global phenomenon. It's not located in any one country. And so understanding the global map is really critical. Also understanding the trends. Now, one of the things we really appreciate about the hunger map is, first, it's real-time information, very close to real-time information. And that allows us also to see not just a snapshot, but also to understand the trends. And that's critical if you're going to respond in a timely and effective manner, if we're going to be able to engage with governments to alert them to situations that we are seeing. And in many of the contexts in which we work, also even knowing where people are can be very challenging. We're often dealing with refugees and other people on the move. We're dealing in areas of conflict where it's not always easy to access people. And so the kind of work we were doing together with Alibaba on this is really critical for our being able to make effective and timely decisions.
So what was Alibaba able to accomplish with the World Hunger Map project?
We were very proud to be part of the World Hunger Map project, and it aligned perfectly with our vision of using technology to create a better world. And we provided technical knowledge and expertise in the areas of cloud computing, big data, and AI technologies. With these technologies, we were able to improve the World Food Programme's existing assessment and famine forecast capabilities. With these improvements, we helped increase the rescue capacity and efficiency, as well as shorten the emergency response times. We also provided digital insights to help optimize operation and reduce costs. This is what we were able to accomplish in partnership with the WFP.
Right, okay. So thank you for that. When Alibaba started working with the World Food Program, what was the goal?
And the WFP actually has a big goal, which is to end world hunger by 2030. And this is one of the sustainable development goals established by the United Nations. And it is an important goal as the issues of food security continue to plague the planet. And across the globe, more than enough is produced to feed the world population, but there's still more than 690 million people get hungry. And our goal was to help them reach this population on a lower cost using digital technology. It meant helping the WFP transform the way they tackle the issue digitally.
And so how does the World Food Program and its partners use the World Hunger Map as part of their daily work?
So for us, we use it to be able to understand several things. One, where are the people that are in need? Again, especially in places that are difficult to reach, either because they are remote or they're difficult to reach because they are in conflict. The hunger map allows us to bring together not just our own data, but a lot of external data as well, to get a much more rounded picture of who's in need of support, where are they, and what is the situation that they are facing. That is real-time, immediate information that we need and we use on a daily basis, both in our life-saving operations, but also in planning and developing our longer-term engagements.
Okay. And how did the partnership between Alibaba and the World Food Program enable the creation of the hunger map?
Well, I'd say we knew we needed something like the hunger map. We had tried to do various versions of this internally, but honestly, we didn't have the capacity to do it. We have a lot of information ourselves, but that needs to be brought together with real-time information and data from others. And that kind of technological effort, also machine learning, this is not the kind of work that we really do. So we were looking to see who could we partner with to help us do that. And of course, Alibaba has a very great reputation for these kinds of things, also for innovation, for problem solving. And so it seemed like a natural partner for us to work with on this and on other issues. But this was the first concrete engagement that we had with Alibaba, and we're very pleased with the way it's gone.
So as part of the engagement, you applied advanced analytics to predict food security. What were some of the challenges in doing this, and what was the solution?
Okay, and when we approaching this problem, and we found out that data integration actually was a key challenge. data on the food security evaluation was not integrated. Because of this, it was difficult to apply machine learning models. And the lack of resource also meant that it would be difficult to develop and implement machine learning algorithms. And we didn't have a centralized data repository, and that would be essential to creating data samples for quick analytics and experimentations. We were able to solve the problems with a few technologies. And in the model, global rainfall, normalized difference vegetation index, and the food price economic index, disasters and other data are actually integrated and transformed to a amount of significant machine learning features. And then different machine learning models were automatically trained and then stacked into an ensemble prediction model for the future food security index. The worldwide hunger map was created to show the risk level of famine as various countries and regions, which provide a scientific and effective decision-making basis for WFP to carry out food relief work.
So what's on the horizon? What's next with your relationship with Alibaba?
Yeah, so I'd say there are three dimensions to the relationship with Alibaba. One is this kind of technical support for our own systems to help us understand situations better, to bring the latest knowledge and technology to the problems that we face and the work that we do. The second aspect is to bring Alibaba's broad experience, especially within China, of helping China transform its rural economy through digital solutions, through e-commerce and other digital solutions. And that effort of transforming the rural economy, modernizing it for the 21st century, is something that many countries, in fact, almost every country, is trying to achieve. And so learning the lessons of how Alibaba worked with the government and other partners in China to help transform those lessons and those experiences are actually very valuable and critical for countries that are looking to do the same thing. So the Rural Taobao program, it's almost a model for what many countries are trying to achieve. Every country has to contextualize things on its own, but having a partner like Alibaba that can talk about financial inclusion, that can talk about the policies to put in place, that can talk about the outreach, the training that's involved, it's really, that is incredibly valuable to efforts in other countries to develop. And so this partnership of WP helping to link these experiences and expertise to what countries are asking us and others for, it's really very valuable. And we see this as a big value added for Alibaba. Thirdly, there are a lot of other innovative areas that Alibaba broadly is engaged in, and where we feel we can learn from. For example, the tree planting efforts that you've undertaken and supported, if we could replicate that or bring those experiences to other parts of the world, that would be a fantastic contribution. And so we see a lot of things within the scope of what Alibaba has done on the one hand, or capacities it has, such as e-commerce platforms, which again, many countries are trying to put in place, that it's really a valuable source of knowledge and sharing and learning for many other countries. And we feel privileged to be able to work both with the countries and with partners like Alibaba to help bring this knowledge and experience to where it's actually needed and requested, and help countries modernize and develop.
Right. Well, that's absolutely fantastic. And we really appreciate all the work that you and Alibaba have done with the World Food Program. So Mr. Zeng, thank you so much for your time today. It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Well, Mr. Samkange, thank you very much for your time today. It's been a real pleasure speaking to you and really having a better insight into the world hunger map. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me, and allow me also to thank Alibaba for the great partnership that we have in multiple parts of the group. So we're really, and it's a partnership we're really excited about, and I think we're envied by many of our UN colleagues for the partnership and relationship that we have with the Alibaba group. So thank you also.